There we go. Come back live like Abba.
Hey, give me a hammer! Oh, there we go. Receiving your content.
So what's the
It's
content?
going to be an awful stream.
Here we go. Come back here. Give me that. Hey, we're live. Hi, we're live.
Hey, we're live.
Hi, hi, what? Oh, look for.
Oh, good God.
We're gonna make a mark.
Well, we're back.
Oh,
We're seeing this. Hi, guys.
huh? What? Hey, hey.
I don't know why, but his internet keeps cutting out. And no, it's not my crappy Canadian internet like everybody says.
We're back.
We're free.
God, I hope. I've been paying my bill, I swear. I swear, paying my bill, you know. I dance a lot in New York. Are we on?
Yeah, we are.
Are we on?
Yeah, just go. Good. Well, we're still on. I'm just trying to get this thing set up so you entertain the folks while you're like, God damn it, let's do it.
Hi. I don't do that.
Yeah, you do now.
That is wrong.
All right, so hopefully people see this and join in because that was annoying that they cut out on us. I'm going to check to see what kind of feed we got here. But what? Oh no!
Oh,
Get rid of that shit. Tomato juice and beer.
yeah, man tried to have fun. You kick him in the balls. Here, hold my nuts.
I will.
Oh.
Yeah, we're still good. We're still on, but nobody's chatting with us.
Is anybody watching? We're here for your viewing pleasure.
2 people, it says. There's got to be more than that.
Oh,
Everybody gave up on us.
sorry, folks.
So we got a toast Sky. I don't drink. Can you make me a quick drink?
Oh, well, okay. Is this your glass?
Sure.
All right, let's chuck that down the chum bucket. What do you want?
Quick, secure. What are you having?
I'm having straight whiskey on the rocks. This is ass ice.
I love a little bit of that.
You love the ice, the ass ice.
It's great.
It's refreshing. Okay, what do you want? Seriously, just a little shot. What do you want? Jim Beam Black? Scotch?
Sure.
Jim Beam Black. Okay.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Aged 12 years.
So look, it says we're live now. So
Hey, we're live.
there's all the other ones we did. Oh, hopefully this one doesn't die out.
All right, big pimpin'.
Fleet Paw Swiftback, one of our moderators is here. Hello, sir. Yeah. Oh, there we go. There.
A toast.
This is a toast to London Batman.
London Batman.
Sky Westman.
Wish you were here. Never
Yes.
met you, but I'd like to.
Exactly. That's the good shit.
Help!
Oh, look, we got a $10 super chat. Dave
I need
Schroeder.
some cheese. Hey, Dave, thanks, man.
Love the Battlestar and hope you guys have a great time.
Oh,
We are so far.
thank you, Dave. I
Um,
appreciate that.
yeah. Okay. Odysseus.
She's really not this big. She looks 6 feet long, but she's really about like 3.5.
It's
so,
big.
yeah.
It's bigger than a 350 Constitution class.
That's what she said.
This is shit I gotta deal with, man. But yeah, so thank you very much, Dave. Much appreciated. Hey, Captain, now this is content I can get behind, says the X. The X says this, the content I can get behind is at home, unfortunately. So
Yeah.
you don't qualify.
Well, mine's upstairs. So,
That's true.
You know, yeah.
Um,
Oh, a coaster. That's nice.
Minecraft 5 Night at Candy says hi. Hi. All right, so now that I think we got a stable connection.
All right.
This is a scratch-built Battlestar Odysseus, and it is fantastic. You took it to Wonderfest when?
2 years ago? 3 years? 3 years ago, right?
Okay.
Coming up on 3 years ago. Yeah. And I won a trophy for it, so I was very flattered by that, very honored by that.
Yes.
But I thought I'd take something to Wonderfest because I had never been to Wonderfest before, and I had to take something. So I came up with my own design of the ultimate Battlestar in my conjectural universe. So behold the Odysseus. You know.
And it's pretty fantastic. Now, is scale chart for the Battlestars. It's only got 2 support pylons for the pods.
Yes.
So how big is it?
What do you mean, though?
Compared to the original Battlestar Galactica? Is it smaller?
No, it's much bigger. I'd say the original series Battlestar would most likely be right about here. And the Pegasus, of course, would be right about here from the new BSG. So this is the biggest class so far.
Of course, you have to build the biggest class.
Yeah, gotta go big. Yeah. When in doubt, go big.
This is true. Now, I'm going to need you to keep an eye on this while you talk about it. I'm going to grab the camera and do some close-ups. Okay. So while you chat about it.
All right.
Make sure this stays green.
Stays green.
Make sure that says end stream. That's good.
Yep.
If it says reconnecting, that's bad.
Don't touch that.
So I'm going to go show you guys close-ups of the ship. Anyway, we were talking about...
All right. So, what would you like to know, Captain?
I don't know. You were talking about its... Okay, first of all, it's scratch build.
Yes.
So how long did it take you? Stuff like that.
I built this probably in about 6-7 months total from design phase to finished model.
Can you turn that laptop a little bit so I can see what the hell I'm doing?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. I'm afraid to turn it. I may drop something here.
Right there is good.
Okay.
Perfect.
And we're going to turn this off. No more music tonight. Yeah, I built it for Wonderfest. I'm never really an out-of-the-box kind of guy. I don't want to build an exact studio scale replica. That to me is just, without trying to offend anybody, it's I don't want to say boring, but it's been done before.
Uh-huh.
So I decided to come up with my own design, kind of a hybrid between the original series, the new series, and then beyond. So I came up with the Hera class. And my main overall concern about a Battlestar, which you never really see, and they hinted on it in the new series, is all the guns. And in my world, a Battlestar is meant to kill the enemy as fast as possible, so I loaded this thing up, with every type of gun imaginable, especially the main battery, missile batteries, everything.
Yeah, it's got
even down on the nose.
It's got a lot of guns.
Like Neo said, guns, lots of guns. So that's what this has. And of course, I put homages to the original series all over it. Like...
oh, sorry, guys. I just got to shuffle around. There we go.
It happens in middle age, man. It's okay.
Right.
Anyway, the red stripes from the original series. And of course, an homage from the new series, the colonial insignia on the bow. And the Odysseus represents the colony of Leonis, which my birth sign is Leo. So that's where that came from.
Odysseus, right there.
Yep, I've always been a fan of Greek history, so that's why she was called that.
Sorry, guys. I don't want to make you seasick. I'll put it back on the stand soon. I'm just making sure you get some close-ups.
Yeah.
Now, the pods are really nice because you got the landing lights.
Yep, and there's a Probert painting up in the landing bay of each one. And my pods are designed around the concept that they can detach from the hull and become autonomous warships unto themselves. They launch Vipers, and the hull itself, with the pods detached, can still launch Vipers from the side landing bays. And they're identical on each side. And then the bow itself has Viper pods here that can launch. And the pods can go out with a full staff, full load of Vipers, full squadrons, and hide in an asteroid field or in the poles of a moon, the north or south poles of the moon, to disguise their signature, and they can attack an enemy from behind while the main body draws the enemy off. Kind of like attacking them from the flank and the back at the same time. So that's where my concepts came from.
That's very cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is a beautiful model, guys, especially in person. So yeah, you already said how long it took, right?
Yeah, about 6 to 7 months from design to total, finish, with the lights included.
Yeah, and it's got some flashing running lights.
Yep, try to get those, and then of course the bow registry. And she's BSG 126, so she's Battlestar Group 126, and then all the ships in her group, I have those too. Created a whole conjectural history for her. And all, the commander and a lot of his battles that he fought through. That was fun, to come up with all that.
I love the engines, the engine detail.
Oh, thank you.
Let's take a look at the bottom of it.
Oh yeah, it's loaded with guns.
Of course it is. Lots and lots of guns. See, now we got a nice stable internet connection, so.
Yeah, well, my main concept for a Battlestar was one design overall. It's to bring the maximum amount of firepower to bear on an enemy as quick as possible.
Hence Battlestar.
Yeah, and in my world, the colonial destruction, or the Cylon destruction of the colonial colonies did not exist yet, or will not exist at all. Because, that's the beautiful thing about making up your own history. You're having fun with it. So that's what I did. And, there's 14 ships in the class. The Odysseus is about the 8th ship in the class. Fun enough, the 3rd one is the Drexler.
Ha.
So.
Which, you got those pictures, right?
Which one? The blueprints? Yeah. You want the side views? Yeah, we'll do that. And we'll do the all colors.
I actually messaged Doug Drexler earlier today because
I was honored.
His one is called the Drexler, and Drexler's like, "Aw." He was very moved by it.
Yeah, I like Doug. I haven't met him yet, but I hope to one day. So.
Tell me when that's level.
Let me see. Yeah, you can tilt it a little bit toward the. Yeah, there you go. There you go. And pan down. Down. There you go. Oh, too far. And then tilt it toward the nose some. The other way, the other nose. There you go.
So that level, that good?
Yeah, pretty much. Hi, live from Frank's place. I'm Dick Jones. Thanks for joining the Dick Jones Radio Network.
And I'm Rick Hardney.
Want to hold that?
Sure.
Yeah, this is the blueprint I did of the Advanced Hera class. You see the engines are a little bit different.
What are you talking about? This is so crooked. Hold on, I gotta go.
Okay, hold on. Well, you must have moved it because it looks good to me.
The battle, it has to be centered, and we have, your shelves have to be level.
Perfectionist. There you go. Oh, yeah. Oh, that looks real good. Seriously, yeah. You like
Centered?
Yeah, perfect.
You better be right.
Well,
Oh,
hang on. No. Stay here. You're the captain.
I'm the captain.
I'm the admiral.
All right. Fleet Boss Whipback puts in $1.99 says hashtag shipborn. She's a beauty. All right.
Thank you, sir. Whoa. Is this a magnet?
No, it's just a. All right.
See, I let go and it pops back, so I think that's the issue here. Oh, there we go.
All right, good. Now move the tripod.
Yeah.
Towards the back of the ship.
You mean like that?
No, the other way.
Oh, the other way. The other back.
Other way. There we go. And a little bit more. Perfect. That's perfect because the captain said so.
Hey, buddy Rock. My dog is here.
See, that's a Battlestar, says Zachary. Beer assisted leveling. Well, it's not beer. Well, we had beer.
Bro, this is whiskey.
Yeah.
Colonial whiskey.
Anyway.
From the distilleries on Pycon.
So let's see what we got.
I
don't know how you guys can see this, but
printed this myself. Literally. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it.
yeah, it's hard to see, but it does say Drexler. All right. Oh, up there, I guess, on your side.
Yeah.
So that's really cool.
Oh my God, am I that fat?
Yep.
Oh shit. Okay. Like Edna Mode. My God, I'm fat. Awesome Battlestar. Great job. Thank you, man. Thank you, Zachary.
Amazing. The good stuff. See?
Thank you, David.
People love it, man.
Sean. Oh, thank you, man.
We'll have to do official fleet yards on it with the official history and everything.
Now here's a fun one. You know, Elcar's displays. Well, I did one. Yeah. And if anything was, I did this, believe it or not, in Microsoft Paint. Yeah, it took me a while, but yeah. I'm not done yet.
Pretty cool. When we do a full episode on it, we'll definitely have close-ups you can see.
You flatter me.
I know.
You flatter me, sir.
But yeah, so he also has done a great Millennium Kestrel, which is a Star Wars ship.
A what?
Millennium Kestrel.
Kestrel.
Wow. Why is the camera out of focus? Oh, it's not.
We're out of focus. Because we've been drinking tomato beer.
No, we haven't been.
Oh. So what questions you guys got? And girls got, ladies got, everybody's got. Hit us, come on.
Right.
I like the star better. Thank you, David. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, Dale, you rock.
Yeah, this thing is great in person, man. It's big. That's what she said.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to talk about. God damn it.
Where's King Sky? Where's he at? Get him on the horn. Yeah, let's get him on here.
I wish we could.
Yeah.
Why is that so out of focus?
All right.
Hold on, I'm gonna try to focus it.
This message is held for review. Holy fuck, I want one. Thank you, Slavir.
Okay, is it focused on the
We'll
communicator?
get back in more focus when the whiskey kicks in.
Is it focused on the communicator yet?
Let me see. Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm gonna slowly move the communicator till it hits your face. I want your face to be in focus. I guess we should maybe. I'm done.
I think it looks good. Or is it still out of focus? Does it autofocus? You know what I bet it is. I bet it's because that's there and we're here.
That looks better, actually. Sweet. All right. So what are we doing? Oh yeah. So we're gonna be doing a live on the Kestrel, probably tomorrow night.
Hey, the Millennium Kestrel, even bigger.
Yes.
Yes. Amount of hours and cost to build. Amount of hours, I did it in about, oh God, it's years ago. About 7 months. Cost to build, I would have to guess maybe $250 because I did the castings myself. It's pretty much scratch built. The LED lights, the fiber optics. I had an old transformer laying around from God knows when.
Was it Optimus Prime?
No, it was Bumble Nuts. Bumble knees. Bumble balls. Wasn't that the top movie? Yeah, but the decals I printed myself. Long story, I'll spare you. Yeah. So.
What's your background? A normal person wouldn't build something with that scale. Is this your day job?
No, it's not my day job. No, my day job is something Stewie said he'd never do. My background, I was in the Army for 20 years, deputy sheriff for 10 years, drink a lot. You know, you would too if you did what I did. No, but I just love the genre. So, pretty much love Battlestar. I kind of stay away from the Trek because, with all due respect, God love them, but, there's too many TOS 1701s out there, and I would just be one in a million. I wanted to be a little different, so make up my own stuff, So.
Well, that goes to this question: has Cliff built any Star Trek ships?
Yes, I have.
But he hates it because Star Trek sucks.
No, I did what? No. Discovery sucks. Except for Pike. I love Pike. Pike is good. Pike, very good. Number one, even better. Very much better.
Bob Swiftback says, "What LEDs did you use to build it?"
Oh my God, I cannot remember. I won't lie to you. I really don't remember. I got them off the web, out of like a general supply store, just bright white LEDs. I want to say they're 10 or 12 volt, and they run off the same transformer. And one LED runs like all the lights in the Cobra head. It runs off one. So I really stretched the gamut on this. Like the whole port side is one LED, the whole starboard side, same thing. The engines, the flickering engines, they're each an LED, but they have a little card in there that makes them flicker, along with the circuit trace running boards for the landing bays. As a matter of fact, both landing bays and all the flashing running lights run off one board. I just pieced every single fiber optic into one, port and then staggered them. So it kind of saved money there. So, yeah.
Foley class would be a good entry ship into Trek for you to build, Cliff.
350th scale. I need an extra TMP nacelle. 350th scale. Somebody help me. I'll pay you.
Yeah, he doesn't want to buy another 350 refit model for the nacelle. Yeah. He needs another nacelle. So if anybody has any extra nacelles, if you've done a Saladin, however you want to pronounce this, in the refit, and you have an extra nacelle, let me know. I will let Cliff know. We'll get him on his next build.
That's all I need is just a nacelle, and then I'll be like a 3-engine Foley. Near a nuclear reactor.
Zachary asks, what other sci-fi shows do you like?
I like Orville a lot. I'm fingers crossed for a Pike Spock #1 show on CBS Interactive. Hope, hope, hope. I used to like Stargate, SG-1, a lot. In Atlantis, I really liked Atlantis. That's where I really got turned on to Jason Momoa. But
He gets turned on by Jason Momoa.
yeah, Aquaman. Yeah, he's pretty fucking hot. Yeah. Anyway. Would you have built the Galactica shuttle? Good question. No. All due respect, it's already been done so many times. It'd just be like another thing someone else has built. And, you know, all due respect to everyone that did it, and they've done it well. No, I wouldn't want to do that unless it was my own design. You know.
Have any more plans on building more ships for the Odysseus fleet?
Yes, I've been looking on maybe writing a book. Here's one of the chapters from it, you know, and I have all the classes for it, the King class, the Nova class, the Jupiter class. I have a whole timeline worked out. But in order to do it, I'd have to concentrate, you know, a couple of years of time that I don't have right now. So, lots of battles.
Can the landing bays be considered lifeboats for the ship too?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, they are detachable. They're fully autonomous. So, yes, they have their own life support systems, water, electrical, refueling bays, everything. They are ships unto themselves. So the Odysseus is basically 3 ships in one. So yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Are you a bigger fan of the original BSG or the 2000s remake?
I would have to say kind of 50% on both. There was some elements of the TOS that I loved. Some things I really hated. But the new BSG, yeah, I really liked that. You know, so.
What do you think about Starbuck being a chick?
I liked it. I liked it. Boomer being a chick, yeah, I liked that too. It was a different. Oh, you didn't like that?
No,
oh, I did.
That's why I didn't watch the series originally.
Oh man.
Hashtag not my Starbuck.
Oof. Buck.
Plus, I can't stand Katie Sackhoff. So.
Oh, she's dating Carl Urban, right? Yeah, she's dating Carl Urban.
Probably.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, I think they shack up in Australia, his home port.
Atlantis was great. SG-1 was great. The ships looked like aircraft carrier style ships.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You guys flatter me. Thank you. Hey guys. Hey Jeff. Love that ship. Love you too.
Yeah, Jeff's one of he's our head moderator for the live chat. So.
All right. Hey head moderator.
We only have 31 people. Oh,
that's like little head.
Oh, we didn't.
Moderator.
This is an unannounced, just off, you know.
Cheese?
Easy cheese, spray cheese. You know, this man's awesome.
Oh.
I can't buy this stuff in Canada, so he got me some for while I was here, and thank you very much. There's 3 cans. I know it's like
pew 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 pew.
It's like chemical castration in a can.
Oh, that ain't wrong.
But it's so good.
God, I don't want to hear any perverted shit from you guys either.
Too late.
Oh, like eating cock.
Cocking?
Cock, not cock.
Which cock are we talking about?
Like tub cocking.
Yes, C-H-A-U-L-K.
Not cocking.
And not cockings?
No.
Hi, Samuel.
Now, hey Sam.
He's not here.
Like to meet you.
Yeah. Like Pegasus, does this battlestar have workshops to build Vipers?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, they have heavy Vipers, the regular Mark IIs, the Mark 7s, they have Mark 9s, all the conjectural Vipers I made up with multiple squadrons, and then attack squadrons of colonial marines driving land drams and land assault drams and heavy assault drams. Yeah, they have multiple squadrons on board. Yes, so yes, they can make their own Vipers. Yeah.
Where is this? I just missed a really good question. Could it scroll by?
Oh no.
Could Captain Marvel fly through that ship, or does it have real armor?
What? It's a battle star. I think it has armor. And would you believe I have not seen Captain Marvel yet? I won't go see a Marvel movie in the theater because of the crowds. They won't shut up, you know, hollering and texting. So I wait until it comes to video. So I have not seen Captain Marvel, so don't spoil it for me. So I'm really not short, folks. I'm really tall. I'm looking at his nipples. I'm nipple height.
Oh my god.
Ask me some technical shit. I got a whole history here,
I have
guys.
a whole history.
Hit me up. Do you want to know the names of the
Alright.
squadrons, the commanding officers? I got it all.
Hold on one second.
God, that shit won't go away. Ah, I'm gonna scrape my
Bet you
tongue
liked
with this knife.
Bet you liked what I said about this. Stargate One ships gave me pleasure. Thank you guys. Keep up the great work. Amazing models.
Thank you, Joseph.
Where are the missile tubes at?
The missile tubes, they are top right here. There are 4 of them, and they are multiple configurations of ship-to-ship planetary missiles, kind of like the equivalent of our ICBMs. She's loaded, folks. And plus, she can also launch missiles from all of her Viper tubes, all her launch tubes, or any of the launch bays. It's kind of like in the Hunt for Red October, would you launch an ICBM horizontally? Yeah, but why would you? Well, she can do it if she needs to. So, yeah. She's loaded.
Sweet. Do either of you like Stargate Universe? I enjoyed it and wish that it had continued.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it.
I like the guy that said Rodney. I liked him. Yeah, whoever he was cool. I liked him.
How many nipples or crew does that Battlestar hold?
How many nipples?
Yeah, well, just take the crew. Multiply it.
I don't know math. I don't know. Let me see, 2.
How many nice rounded nipples?
Oh, let me see here. I'm gonna find. There's 2,799 crew. 200.
Sorry, you coughed.
Yes, 2,799 crew. 294 ossifers. 2,370 are enlisted, and 135 colonial marines. So
nice. All right, what are the squadron names then?
Oh, the squadrons embarked are the Challengers, Battlestar Air Wing 17, 163 Vipers, comprised of a combination of the FA-19D, the FA-19F, and the FDH-22C Heavy Vipers. And the squadrons in there are the Guardians, the Red Talons, the Gold Ravens, and that's just the Viper squadrons. They also have Air Recon Squadron called the Iron Fists, which is of RA-17T Raptors and RAA-17F Attack Recon Raptors. And then they also have a Marine Battlestar detachment called the Hellbringers, which carries 11 Markland Industry Landstalkers, 20 Markland Landrams, and then 20 Ichenal Arms Works tactical hover skiffs. So the guys can go in without such a big target. They're independent. Kind of like in, oh God, what was it? The Execute Order 66. What was that movie?
Star Wars.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Where
they had the individual little hover skiffs. It's similar to that. Sorry, better.
Who's the commander of your ship, and how did he or she get command?
Oh, that's a good one. I gotta find him. I forgot his name. It's Admiral Macklin. Let me see. Admiral Lawrence Macklin III. And how did he get command? He served on board a Battlestar his whole life. The way I conceive these Battlestars is you can get a lieutenant or an ensign coming into the fleet, and he or she will serve and could serve her whole entire career and life on a Battlestar. And senior fleet officers that retire have the option of living on a Battlestar permanently if they want when they retire. So you do 30 years plus, you can live on board a Battlestar, and serve in some limited capacity until, of course, you die. So, or pass away.
What's her top sublight speed?
Yes.
Or 9.5.
I don't know, because it's conjectural,
sublight.
because I always remember back to the original series that take the Battlestar up to light speed, and he's going, and Starbuck's like, I watched him go in light speed, he left me, and he's like, come on.
Good call. Okay. What kind of entertainment R&R areas are there in the ship?
Everything. Colonial bowling, colonial poker, colonial, what do they call that?
Colonial
Cubits? Colonial strippers, yeah, they got them all. Swimming pools, movie stars, yeah.
Is there hidden point defense cannons that are laser based, as in BSG original series, that are hidden along the port and starboard central lines that come out from behind blast doors?
Wow.
What's the question?
No.
But there should be.
No, she has small anti-defense guns, rail guns mostly, the main battery. Also, she uses her new sublight drive, or her hyperlight drive to do a pinpoint hyperlight jump in one instance during a battle or during an engagement. She did like I said, a pinpoint hyperlight jump directly beneath a base star, and her instantaneous appearance under the base star caused a near field effect which wiped out the entire bottom of the base star. So she can use her speed to her advantage too. And she has long range sensor suites, better than any ship in the fleet. So she can jump anywhere she needs to nearly instantaneously. And of course, with all these guns, either ventral or dorsal, she can bring an unbelievable amount of firepower to bear, not counting what is in the flight pods and her air wings. She's pretty much invincible, So her and her sister ships, they're the heavy fists of the fleet.
Show them your shirt, man.
Oh, yeah.
Property of Battlestar Odysseus. Look at these pets.
Well, I got it from Sky,
Yeah.
I got to do the Sky.
Right. And on the back?
Oh, the back. Okay.
PSG 126.
Commander.
See, on the back of mine it says Trekyards.
Oh, nice.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, my dog's here.
Where's the bridge, and is there a secondary bridge?
Yes, there is a secondary bridge and a third bridge. The bridge is right here in the front of the ship underneath the forward battery. It is an homage to the original series. And yes, throughout the main superstructure there are a secondary con and a third con, and then there's also control rooms that can be utilized from the flight pods as well. So yes, this thing is, you may knock out the bridge, but you haven't knocked her out of the battle. So
sweet.
Yeah.
I like your man cave. Very nice. I have one of
thank
my own, but I don't do great videos like you.
It's all you, baby. It's
You should
all
see
you.
the other half of the man cave.
Oh.
Maybe we'll do one live over there tomorrow.
Nice.
Sitting down, just relaxing or something.
Well, I have the Frank Sinatra wall. I have the NASA wall. My family, my Frank. There's Frank. There's Frank the Buffalo Head. So yeah, I know. and my drink. Yeah, my barn. Look, Trekyards.
Oh yeah,
Represent.
represent. Sweet. Does she have any Cylons on board?
No. Not that I'm aware of. They're in the brig.
What known battles has your Battlestar been involved in? What was the fate of your Battlestar when the Cylons destroyed the 12 colonies?
Okay, good question. In my world, the Cylons never destroyed the colonies. So that's my world. Oh, and I got a whole.
Optimistic here.
Let me see. Yeah, well, let me see. Oh, the Battle of Rashish. Oh, the Siege of Sagittarion. The Dubuque dust up. The night they rolled old Dixie down. Oh, no. The Battle of Dax 3. I got a whole conjectural history now. The pinpoint hyperlight jump tactic was nicknamed the 1-2 punch at the Academy, by the crew of the Odysseus. And that training is now included in Battle Force training at the Flight Academy for, staff officers. So, I've made I'm working on a book, about my version of the conjectural fleet. And it'll be all schematics like you saw earlier. So, hopefully, we'll get it going and make it happen. But, we'll see.
Jeff Jacobs puts in $5. Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff.
Please buy Cliff a thank you beer from Team Trekyards. This is fun. Maybe we can have him on again on a regular night on one of the channels.
I have tomato beer, courtesy of Mike Gardner.
If we're doing this is a regular night.
Literally, that's Friday night.
Yeah.
Elton John said that's all right for fighting. Hey, buddy, I got my dachshund down here. Hey.
Yeah. But yeah, we could always have him Skype in too, to chat with me and Samuel. We'll have to see what we can do.
We'll do it.
Yeah. Does the ship rely solely on refueling ships, or can it mine or for fuel on planets, asteroids, etc.?
Yes, it can do it all. It is a long-range, self-sustaining battle star. If it needs to, it can do any type of hybrid fuel needed. It is like the pinnacle of colonial battlestar design. This thing is built to last. And it has a water reclamation, waste reclamation facility on board where it loses less than 1% of its supply stores per year or per colonial cycle or whatever you want to call it. So, yes, it is self-sustaining.
Could your Battlestar take out the Death Star?
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck the dead. Yeah. Begin primary ignition. Boom! Done.
Who's the KEG officer?
Who's the what?
The KEG officer.
That is a good question, and I'm going to tell you. All right, here we go. Commander, which one? There's multiple air groups on board. All right, that's the second question, so I'll read them off to you. Okay, the flag officer is Fleet Admiral Chartis Davenport. Ship's commanding officer, Admiral Lawrence Macklin. Ship's XO, Colonel Benjamin Gately. If you know 12 o'clock high, you'll know what I'm talking about. Executive Staff Officer, Colonel Marcus Walden. Commander Air Group 17, Colonel Mitchell Williamson. CAG Air Group 28, Colonel Adolphus Stanton. And the commander of the 17th Colonial Marine Regiment is Roberta Grant, who happens to be a captain. You want to say that again?
So, on a scale of 1 to TNG, how fast is this battle wagon?
Yes. A TNG.
Yes. Does it have a self-destruct mechanism?
Yes, it does. Yeah. If they want to, they can overload the engines and they can detonate the ship. And the crew can escape in the flight pods if they need to.
Is it like the Enterprise where it has like different self-destruct codes so it can go up like the bridge first or the engine modules or...
I've never really thought about that, but if I had to guess, I would say no. Once this some bitch goes up, you better be gone because it's going to make you gone. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Hold on, we got a super
Does
chat.
have a 2 meter exhaust port to its reactor core? No.
And we got another Fleet Class Swiftback, which is $1.99, says, let's see the puppers.
The what?
The dog.
Oh, the doggy. Oh, well, he's down here, and
He's satanic.
yeah, he hates people other than me, and he's mean. He's a bastard. So I'll show him to you if we can. But he's actually laying down on your feet,
Yeah,
dude.
he likes me.
What is the power?
Wow. Who are the Viper Squadron leaders and their call signs?
Oh, I haven't gone that far. I can rock out the Viper Squadron leader. I can tell you that. But
And Dave Schroeder says you should have a Captain Foley on that list.
I might. No, that's you? God, I'm thinking, what's pinning me between the fucking wall? It's your foot. You want to put your foot up my ass? I don't know. I would have to look on that. I mean, I have all the commanding officers of every squadron listed, and the names of the squadrons. So you'd have to be more specific. You want a Viper Squadron, a Raptor Squadron, the Marine Corps squadrons, because there's quite a few. And all the ships in their fleet, or in the Battlestar Group 126. And their hull numbers, and their home ports by colony. So, yeah, hit me with it.
Are there docking ports?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Right there. There's a port and starboard, multiple side docking ports. There's landing bays. There's also a modified landing bay on each side in the head. Yeah. There's plenty of them.
Damn, son.
Hey, when you got to get in, you got to get in.
On Original Galactica, there's an observation dome. Is there one on the Odysseus?
Yeah, sure. Let's say there is. I don't know. I don't understand why there would not be, because on today's aircraft carriers, you can walk out on a platform and observe. And in the new BSG, remember the Pegasus? The side flight bays, they had men walking external, crewmen walking external. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you could do that.
Is the issue of inertia dealt with openly?
It has inertial dampeners throughout the hull. That's tied in with the power system. So no, unless I have a main power system. But this thing has so many backups, that's going to be rare. She's pretty powerful.
And Dave says, "Oh my God, you guys should have him on with you guys more. He is hilarious."
Thank you, Dave. Big D, nothing like Big D. That's what she said.
Yeah, my face hurts because I've been hanging out with him all day, so I've been laughing a lot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Sorry, a little grooming. Where's my dog? Oh, he's over near you.
He likes me.
He likes you now. I'm stunned. Wow.
Can I touch her now?
Can she land planet side? Yes, she can. I've never understood why she shouldn't. And I love the Adama maneuver. Right? Remember that? Where she blasted in the atmosphere and the shock effect blew out the buildings. I love that. So yeah, I would say any Battlestar can planet land. I've never understood why they can't. If they're that advanced to go faster than light and that much firepower, surely they've developed the technology to land on a planet. And if not land, then at least hover in a perpetual mode, like in a dry dock fashion. So yeah, it's good.
Has the DRADIS been improved so it doesn't look like pre-World War II radar as seen on TV?
Sure. I'm easy. Yeah.
It's very easy, yes.
Yeah, let's call it Dragas. Yeah, the Dragas. What's all the Dragas? A bunch of shit. Let's fuck them up.
Hey, Captain, do you think the Foley class could take out the Odysseus in a fight? No.
I mean, yes.
What scale is this? What scale is this?
I really don't know a scale. I really haven't scaled it. I just built it to build it, you know. To me, it was fun to build. I guess you could say scale-wise, look at the Viper launch tube. So they're about that big around. So a Viper would be slightly smaller, maybe 1/8 of an inch in diameter. So I guess you could scale it from there. You know, because what is it, the easy thing? They said the TOS Battlestar is a mile long, you know.
Still good, hopefully. If not, we'll be done.
Oh, God, I hope not.
Do you work?
Oh,
you work at Area 51?
Yeah.
Do you work at Area 51? No, you are forbidden to say so, but I thought I would ask.
Sure, let's run with that. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it's still good.
Where I work, you wouldn't believe. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you would. I don't know.
Oh, it's buffer. It's fixed now. Refresh your screens, everyone. It's fine.
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening with my internet. I have high-speed internet. I don't know.
I know.
Don't forget to hit the like while you're here. Let's make sure. Oh, thank you, Jeff.
Yeah,
Appreciate
everybody
it.
hit like. Only 32 people, which is kind of a shame.
Oh, 32.
You let me like.
I bet if I show some porn, they'll show up.
Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah, he likes you. Easy, buddy. Easy, buddy. Yeah, you'll lose a finger.
That's okay.
Look, it's buffering. Pause and restart. Fix the freeze issue.
Oh, it's Joseph's fault for saying Area 51. That's why it started buffering. Bastard. How many ships are there of the Odysseus class?
14. 14 of them. And they're all right there. That's right.
What's all their names?
Ships of the Starfleet, folks. I copied it, yeah. Oh, the Heraclass, Cromwell, Drexler. You know who I'm talking about. Larson, Triton, Majestic, Defiant, Odysseus, Agamemnon, the Ares, the Ajax, the Cobellus, the Aphrodite, and the Grayson.
Foley. And the Foley. It's the Foley effect. The buffering, yes. Hashtag Trekyards wants Cliff. They like you.
Thank you, folks. I'm here to please.
Sean asked how long it took to build. We already established 6 months.
6 to 7 months.
Yeah. No more.
Ship prawn.
No porn.
We have prawns on the ship. I guess they eat prawns. I don't know. The colonial prawns. They have that.
No porn. Please keep your shirts on.
Hell, that ain't happening.
So is the bridge layout more like the TOS Galactica or the reboot?
Kind of like the reboot. I mean, I've always imagined these kind of CICs to be like not just double level, but 3 level, or maybe even 4 level. I mean, just the sheer amount of firepower that this ship brings to bear and the power signature and all the ops, it has to have massive facilities to accommodate that. You know, so, and plus the onboard ship's computer system is basically a biometric living organism, you know, so it increases response time to any inputs. So, you know, using kind of like a little more so than like Star Trek Voyager use bio-neural gel packs. Well, this uses like a bio-neural kind of interface, and the circuits are laid out almost like the human brain. So this thing is incredibly fast in computing speed. So, you know, the tactical suite's pretty good.
What type of fuel does it use for sublight propulsion and FTL jumps?
What was the name of that?
And
Oh, sorry.
specs on those if you have time.
Was it Tillium? Like Tillium from the original series? Yeah, it's pretty much a...
I like Tilly.
Was it Tillium? Oh, Tilly. Oh, God. Captain Kelly. Oh, I'll eat this glass, man. Oh, my God. Mm. Did we get a picture of that? I mean, those? I mean, her?
Maybe.
No worries. It's all impromptu. Like camping. I like camping, too. I don't camp in tents, though. I have an RV.
Camping is intense.
Impossible to have the great. But thank you, Jeff. God, you're awesome. What else we got? I meant in your story? What did he ask in my story? Sorry, bro.
Sean.
Was the Odysseus, Jason, what's the type of fuels used for sublight speed? Oh, Tilium. You know, standard just like the original series.
Oh, how long did it take the Battlestar in your story?
To do what?
Not in real life, to build it.
Oh, a couple of years. I mean, the space frame is built in dock. The engine components and majority of the guns are built off-site, and they're basically shipped into the main shipyard. The flight pods joined up with it later on after they were constructed, and the crew inside of those piloted them to the main space dock on their own with like Viper escorts because they carry Vipers. And yeah, those, you know, pretty much off-site came together like a jigsaw puzzle, kind of like the nuclear submarines of the United States Navy today. They're built in sections and trucked in, so basically the same thing. And the crew lives on board while they construct it. So once the space frame is finished and life support is running, they basically build the ship around themselves until it's pretty much completed.
Very cool.
Thank you.
Would the Odysseus be affected by the Cylon computer virus technology?
No, in my world that never happened. Hey, my world.
Yeah. And Jeff's going to have to agree with us on the Captain Killy thing.
Thank you, sir. Oh. That woman, man. Ooh.
Joseph Nash says, I've always been interested in the ship's computer systems, so thank you.
You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. As a matter of fact, since you were so nice, I'll read it directly off the script for you. The pinnacle of Battlestar design, the Herrick class boasts a main computer processing core that is practically a self-aware organism due to the use of biologic memory processing cells called biocells. These new computers use biologically created cellular storage matrices that mimic the human nervous system, enhancing response time during all phases of Battlestar ops. Yeah. During combat operations, the crew can interface with the biocell using neural headsets, allowing for practically instantaneous responses from enemy attacks. Resulting fire rates have increased by 34%, with a ship maneuvering response time increasing by 79%.
And now you know.
Now you know.
Knowing is half the battle.
There'll be a short test right after this.
G.I. Joe.
Bumble nuts.
What year did Michael Burnham take command of your Battlestar?
You betcha.
LOL. You know she is perfect.
No, she's in the future,
She
man.
had to.
This happened millennia ago. Yeah, she's in the future now. Isn't she with the Red Angel? You know?
Yes.
With Saru. Oh, Saru for like the last 5 minutes of the episode was like... I mean, I got up and went to take a piss, come back, poured a drink, scratched my balls, and he's still going... I was like, get through the fucking wormhole, man. Just get in there. My ganglia.
We should talk about Discovery Season 2 now.
Oh my god.
So, you're not a Discovery fan?
Yeah, I've watched every episode. I'm not a big fan, but yes, I have watched every episode. I've been kind of loyal, so. Hey, buddy.
Who's your favorite character from Season 2?
Pike. 100% Pike across the board. Love the guy. Love it. Want a series of him.
So did you think Season 2 was better than Season 1?
Yes, very much so. Yeah. Loved Lorca, though. Would love to have the original
Lorca is
Lorca.
amazing. I don't know why people don't like Lorca.
Would like to see the real Lorca come back, all confused and beat up and mentally shocked. That would be fun.
Yes.
That would be fun.
I'd like to see Prime Lorca for sure.
Yes, Prime Lorca. Thank you. That's what I meant. Yes, but Pike. Definitely Pike.
Joseph Petrick puts in €2. Cheers, gentlemen, and good morning. 6:55 a.m. here.
€2. Dankeschön. All right. Bienvenue. Amazing tech. Is it possible in our reality soon? Yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah, you rid of that orange peckerhead first, and get him out of there, and then we can do it. So, what's the fail-safe if the ship gets too smart and decides the crew are warmongering? Well, if the ship ever says, "Get your hands off me, you damn dirty ape," I don't know.
That's a good question.
It'll make a good season too. Yeah, in my world, there was never, the rise of the Terminators, or the Leland, since we're talking about season 2, so there was no Leland.
Oh, that was such a stupid...
I'm going to kick your ass, Leland, and I'm going to smile as I rip the cells from you. No.
That's a good Jar Jar impersonation.
Thank you very much. Thank you, my love. I appreciate that.
You just call me Pappy?
No, my love. I love Michelle Yeoh. Seeing you is like getting a warm hug. Thanks so much, man. Oh, he was saying Jeff to Joe. Joe, Jeff, Jeff, Joe.
Joe, Jeff, Captain.
Hello there, and thank you. Oh, God, there's Mutual Love Society. A little mutual manual there. Do they have tomato beer on their ship? Oh, God, I hope not.
You know what? Okay, is it tomato beer?
It's Modelo Chinchillado.
We should pop this open and pour it on the ship.
You know what? Let me get a glass from my bar, and we will do this that
Okay,
way.
we're going to try this Modelo Chinchilla Especial beer.
Modelo Chinchilla, whatever. Glass.
We're going to
Beer
try
given to me by my gardener. Why? I don't know.
because he had company.
God, I'm afraid to pop this thing and may blow up. I'll look like John Hurt from Alien. If this gets on the Odysseus, I'm going to kill my gardener. God, I farted louder than that. Ugh. Jesus Christ, really? Okay, here we go. God, it stinks. Oh, Jesus, it smells like a tomato's ass. It's red. Here, let me hold it up. Oh my God, it's got a red hue to it.
That's enough.
Oh, Jesus, it smells like a tomato. Oh, tomato's vagina. Oh. Oh. Oh.
It smells like tomato juice.
It smells like tomato pussy.
With the refreshing flavors of tomato, salt, and lime.
Refreshing.
All right, you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go ahead, man. You go nuts. Knock yourself out.
Oh, before we do that, while I'm drinking it, you can... Hold on. Brian asked, hey,
Oh,
Cap,
God.
how does Cliff like the USS Foley on its saucer separation?
Love it. Love it. Love the Foley.
He just
That's a
says that.
badass ship.
He says that because he asked it.
I love it. No, I like the 3-engine
Oh.
thing. That's that shit is rank. Chill ass. That's Mexican for ass.
I don't think he actually wanted this. I think somebody gave it to him.
Shut
He
yeah,
was
my
like,
gardener.
How the hell am I going to get rid of it? Oh, here.
Well, he came today to cut my grass, and he's like, "Here, you want to have a razor?" I'm like, "Fuck yeah, sure, why not?" Oh my God, it's tomato. Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go.
I'll tell you what. Hang on. I cannot let a brother suffer alone. So we're gonna get another glass. We're gonna pour some. Jesus, this shit stinks, man. God, I wouldn't wipe my balls with this. Oh God.
Oh.
That is like rotten vagine. Jesus, you can strip paint with that shit. Ah,
Tastes like carbonated tomato juice.
carbonated ass.
Oh, it's disgusting. Never drink this.
Trekyards is done with it. Hey, Jesus. Oh man, that made my.
Get a strong chaser.
Oh.
Yeah. Just chase that shit.
No. Oh, hang on. I gotta get something stronger. No. Hang on. I gotta get this. Yeah, there we go.
What is that?
Vodka. Hi, man. What do you want, buddy? Hi. Oh, cheese? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jeff says, I'm sure they will enjoy the rewatch of this as well, since they may remember little one.
Oh my God, that's
we'll
ugly.
remember. We're not drunk by any means.
No, we're not drunk. Oh, Jesus. That cleared my sinuses out, though. Oh, that's nice.
The official beer sponsor of Trekyards. Oh my God, we're going under.
Hi, folks. Dick Jones here for tomato ass juice.
Oh, you're not gonna make your wife try that.
Oh, no, she won't. No. Oh, my God.
No,
The
she
official
won't.
beer sponsor. Thank you, Zach. I'm sure they will enjoy the rewatch. Thank you, Jeffrey. Priority 1 strong whiskey, David.
Yes.
I know to stay away from it now. I went to vodka too. Solidarity, yes.
Priority 1 strong whiskey emergency.
Set your timers for 5 minutes. Use the cheese to wash away the cheese. Pew, pew, pew. Oh, nice.
My side is sore.
We got a good crowd tonight, folks. Yeah, try the veal.
It's only like 30 people, which is bumming me out. 'Cause usually it's a lot more. Bastards.
I hope we didn't run them away. If you guys got any bros out there, call them up. Say, get on.
Yeah, sure.
I'll answer any questions you want. Nash, smart man. Yes, sir.
Any questions he'll answer.
Yeah, hit me. The doctor is in. Dr. Dick. Where's Big Sky tonight?
Sky doesn't usually join us for lives.
Aw, that's
Probably
too bad.
working.
Any other scholars? Yes,
Scholar
actually.
schemes.
Scholar schemes? Yes. Skeletons? Yes. Color schemes? Yes. I always thought she'd look pretty badass with a dazzle camouflage. Like 3 types of gray, like black, you know, like a navy blue gray, light gray. Yeah, I thought that would look pretty cool.
Well, glitter.
No. This is not the disco prize. And I mean the one from years ago at Wonderfest.
Wonderfest Disco
Yes,
Prize.
yes.
Covered in
That
glitter.
disco prize.
Yes,
Yes.
it exists.
If you're a Wonderfest aficionado, you know what we mean.
Oh.
It's more people than that. People come and go.
Yes.
Ah, c'est la vie.
It's the people in our lives.
They come and go. There's markets named that, I think.
I hate it.
More,
More,
please.
No.
You hate it? Why do you hate it? Come on, Fleet Paw. More, please. Thank you.
We need a new topic. Joseph Patrick puts in €2. Tomato as juice. Trekyards now with sponsor. No. We reject your gobs of money that you would throw at us as sponsors.
That shit is nasty.
I couldn't
God.
even.
Who in his right mind could... Ugh. This will have 300, 400... Hey, good. Yeah. Hey, Cliff, anything's like a captain's yacht on the ship? Oh, God, yeah. This thing is loaded with them. Multiple captain's gigs. Just like in the U.S. Navy, the captain
Isn't it
has multiple
jigs?
gigs. No, it's gigs.
Is it gigs?
No, it's the jig is up. The gig. The gig? Gig Young? Isn't he an actor?
I have no.
Yeah.
I thought it was the captain's jig.
No, it's captain's gig.
But a gig's like a job.
Captain's
like...
jig is like him and Beverly in the ready room, you know. The jig. Here, have some Beverly, would you like to have some juice, you know, with my Pontiac? You know. No, it's a captain's gig. Yes, there is a captain, multiple captain's yachts. Plus, he can fly any Viper he wants because he's definitely a fleet qualified combat vet. All Battlestar commanders are Viper pilots, but not all Viper pilots are Battlestar commanders. You know.
Legit.
Thank you. Ooh, I like these questions. We want a sponsor that will help us. Ramses. Nothing like a condom to help represent. I just joined. I do not know of you, but love you, man. Thank you, Joseph. Can you introduce yourself to me in 1 sentence or less? Thanks. I'm just an atheist drunk, roaming the world, trying to have a good time. So.
He's the best kind of people.
Thank you.
He really is.
Thanks.
Fleet Pass with back with $1.99. What was a quote?
Ah,
That
you
was
got
a
it.
quote from Star Trek Generations.
Gig Young. What was that? What was the quote?
I don't know.
I don't know. What was the quote? I forget. You know. Yeah.
Did you say how it compares in size to, say, the Enterprise D?
Oh, Enterprise D.
We don't know.
Probably about there-ish.
Oh, so the Foley, this is like 1/1000 scale then, because the Foley
Yeah,
class in the
maybe.
1000 scale is like that big.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking the Foley would be somewhere around here.
Well,
You know, because
I am, but what about my ship?
like each little point of light is the size of a regular porthole on the Enterprise. So yeah, I would say you're right. Yeah. What officer non-column role do you see Foley on the Odysseus? I would say a commander of a Viper attack squadron.
Yeah.
Definitely. He's too good to waste sitting on a bridge, you know, drinking coffee.
And this fucking tomato juice shit.
Yeah, looking at the Dratus and, you know, lusting after the busty helmsman, helmsperson. Could be a helmsman, I don't know. Don't ask, don't tell. That sounds right to me, yes. 2,000 meters? Yeah, let's go with that.
Sure.
Honestly, I don't know. But that's a good, yeah, that's a good point.
We'd have to figure out Viper size and go from there.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some kind of mathematical equation.
Yeah, we could. Oh, my dog's breathing on my leg. I'll have to show him. Okay, what else we got? 2,000 meters. Yeah, she's big. She's huge. I mean, you can imagine the gravitational effect when she hyperlights in directly under a base star, and it wipes out the whole bottom of the base star. I mean, so that's pretty big mass in space, along with the gravitational pull. She's so big, she makes her own gravitational pull. So that's that's pretty big.
That's what he's talking about. Fleet boss with back. That's the quote from Star Trek. I hate this.
No.
More?
Please. Yeah. It was the green stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. What is it? It is green.
This is revolting.
Because you got to imagine, I know I may have thrown a few people when I said she makes her own gravitational field. It's not just the mass of the ship, it's also the energy output as well. Because this thing really makes a serious hole in the energy spectrum. Now, do you remember in the new BSG when the Galactica was going to jump and you saw this massive device inside the engine room that Chief Tyrrell was in? Remember that? It was this moving cart. Yeah, moving once. Well, I run this past Doug Drexler and he approved it, so hey. Yeah. And what I think it was is that's kind of like an energy rail, if you will. And with each run of the rail, it creates an energy field that has a lesser dissipation rate than the creation rate. So with each subsequent moving of the rail, the energy increases until it reaches a critical mass, and then the ship will achieve hyperlight speed. It's kind of like a bean between your fingers. When you squeeze to such a point it can't take it anymore, it's gone. Same thing. So that type of energy creates its own gravity well. So it's a pretty heavy ship, so to speak. It makes a pretty good energy impact. So.
Jamal says, any chance of getting that thing in front of a green screen or even better, a motion control rig?
Yeah, I'd love to. Yeah. I don't have a green screen, but I mean, I could make one.
Zachary Gibbons, what would Captain Foley's Viper call sign be?
Oh boy, I don't know. Hard meat. Tomato ass. I don't know. What would it be? You tell me. No, wait a minute. You don't get to pick your call sign.
No, you can't pick
your squadron. Jugs. Jug lover. There we go.
Jug lover.
Jug lover with L-U-V-R. Jug lover.
I love it. I approve of this call sign.
Big balls. Do you see jug lover over?
How many Vipers are stored on your ship?
A lot. A buttload.
More than 10.
Yeah, definitely more than 10. Let's see here. That is a good question. Oh, by the way, as a point of conversation, lifespan before refueling 189 yards.
And the speed, and we're using as an answer that is classified.
Speed,
so,
yes, classified. Yes, very much classified.
Because we haven't figured it out yet.
I don't know. Yeah, let me see. I would have to add them up. Like, for example, the first Battlestar Air Wing of Vipers, Battlestar Air Wing 17, it has 163 Vipers. That's a lot of Vipers. Battlestar Air Wing Recon 28, the Iron Fists, they have 75 Raptors. And then the Marine Battlestar Detachment, it has, 11 plus 20 plus 12. So this thing carries a shitload of Vipers and can make its own in case some are destroyed. So it carries a lot of firepower.
Nice.
Yeah.
What metal is the hull made of?
Yes.
Indestructible.
Yes. I don't know. But that's a good question. I may think that up.
How does your ship's AI differ from the primitive Cylon tech and not evolve or just go off the deep end like the M5?
Well, like I said before, it's basically a living organism that you can link to it as a crew member through neural headsets. So and the response time is near instantaneous, almost like you playing a video game. So it's a pretty powerful computing system, So each Battlestar in this class could be considered a living organism without self-consciousness, of course. Wouldn't want the Terminators to arise.
Any idea how much she weighs in metric tons? I asked because I felt the Trek ships were crazy heavy. The D is listed at 43 million metric tons.
I really don't know.
43 million tons, not metric tons.
I really don't know. I've never really thought about that. I've never got that far into the minutiae.
That's something Rick Sternbuck could answer.
Yeah, that's right.
I actually had him figure out the mass tonnage for the TOS Enterprise for one of our episodes, which hasn't been released yet.
Wow.
But he gave us his official numbers that he figured out. So
okay. So be sure to tune in, folks.
He'd be able to figure that out.
What do you want?
So
My dog is biting me.
Jamal says so she runs off a shake weight. You know the shake weights?
Oh, the shaky thing like Carl Urban and Thor over, yeah. Yes.
So So space is like water in a sense, and ships are like submarines in space. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't lie.
Space has no density, so they are different, but the concerns are similar.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
Red Jug Lover is my name. Red 1.
Red,
Jug Lover Red 1 Squadron.
Red Wing 1.
That's more Vipers than shuttles coming out of Discovery and Enterprise in the last episode. Yeah, it was like a goddamn clown car hangar bay.
It's like an Aquaman. All these seahorses coming out of everything. We must defeat the bastard.
The
half-breed.
There were 200 ships.
Yeah.
So the Enterprise and Discovery are 2 ships.
Yes.
198 other ships.
Yeah, she's loaded. She's loaded, and the beautiful thing is, if those flight pods detach, it does not diminish her firepower in the least. She's still just as dangerous.
Now, can the flight pods reattach?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they can reattach.
So they could drop one at a strategic location.
Yeah.
Take the other one somewhere else.
You betcha. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can find it.
But I assume they're powered.
You're going to love this.
Okay.
Here we go. In the year 12.2343.7, Odysseus was on combat patrol when she was ambushed by 4 Cylon base stars hiding in the Rishesh Rim system. Returning fire, launching her alert aircraft, Odysseus destroyed 2 base stars, one by intra-ship missiles, which are here, and main gun fire, and the second by a combination of main gun fire and ramming. Before recalling her air wing and exiting the system at high speed with 2 battle stars in high pursuit. As she exited the Rishesh Rim system at high speed, she maneuvered behind the largest moon, Micah, and surreptitiously deployed her portside main flight pod with 3 air wings on board, without the pursuing Cylons detecting it. The flight pod hit in the gravitational 0 zone around the northern pole of the moon, while the 2 base stars continued their pursuit after the main hull. They were taken completely by surprise from multiple air wings from the flight pod in the main hull, and they were destroyed. So that's how she does it.
That's awesome.
And then, yes, she reattached.
So where's the medical bay located?
Yes.
And how many medical staff are on board? I would assume there's more than one medical bay.
I would say it is very much like a modern nuclear aircraft carrier. They carry an entire hospital suite on board with multiple surgeons. That is a good question. I'll have to work on that. But yeah, there's no surgical emergency she cannot handle. She is self-sustaining for years. Yarns. We're going to be guards. Guards. America.
Metric tons are almost the same. Metric ton is 2,200 pounds and compared to 2,000 or whatever we call it. Ours.
What do you want?
Yeah, let's go outside.
I think he has to go pee. Should I run up and let him out and come back?
Yeah, sure.
Would you keep it rolling until then?
No.
What?
Yeah,
You're going to turn it off?
no, I'll stick around. You go do.
I will be fast. Come on, Rob. Be right back. Come on.
Let's step over the cords.
Let's go to the door. Let's go to the door.
Okay, to an observer, it would seem as the UFO disappeared and reemerged somewhere else. Yes. So guys, I'm glad you're enjoying this little impromptu live that we're doing here. Like I said, we're probably going to do one tomorrow, maybe earlier in the night, because tomorrow I have to be there for the... Hi, baby. Tomorrow I have to be at the convention for 11. But this Sunday I don't have anything planned, so we can go we can do another one live tomorrow night too.
Yeah.
But
oh fuck yeah, we're coming back with a Millennium Kestrel.
yes.
Even bigger, even better.
Yeah. I don't know if we're gonna be behind the bar. We might have another setup going on. I don't know yet.
Yeah, we can do it over in the patio area there.
We'll figure something out. We could put it behind the couch and sit on the couch with the camera in front of us.
Yeah.
So it's behind us.
You said the cooch?
The couch.
Cooch? You Canadian. We're going outside.
We're gonna talk about it.
We're going there. That's about it.
Amazing model. Looks like a studio miniature.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Good to see you're enjoying yourself. I never enjoy myself. I've been miserable all day, haven't I?
Yeah, it sucks. I mean, it's basically a wood-fired, gas-fired pizza, gourmet food, whiskey, everything but the hookers.
I've had a miserable day.
I can take you to Shotgun Willie's tomorrow. Yeah. That's where you stick money in their strings. Yeah, we won't live stream that. And metric would be sure. Good to see you enjoying yourself, Captain. Let us know. It's Joe. Oh,
good to
thank
see
you, Jeff.
you having fun. Thank you, Joseph.
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Bob and Doug meet Cliff and Stewart. That'd be funny.
Oh my God.
You hoser.
Bob and Doug. You mean Dougie Drex?
No, Bob and Doug McKenzie.
Oh. Oh my God.
You're so stupid.
Oh, those guys. Yeah. Head off to the Great White North. Hey. Yeah. Hey. That was great. Eh? Figure something out.
What's that? I can't hear you. That's okay. We'll figure it out later.
What's that you say? I can't hear you. I must figure it out. What is that?
Oh my God.
Yeah, she's held up pretty well. I'm very pleased with her.
And when did you build this?
3 years ago? Yeah, 3 years ago. Yeah.
So you built it the same year right after Winterfest?
Yeah, the 6-7 months prior to Wonderfest of 2016. Yeah, so I built the thing. Yeah, started in 2015, like December of 2015, with the first sketches. And the funny thing is the design for this ship, came from thumbnail sketches I did at work when I was bored, when I had some downtime. It was a little bitty drawing like that. And I have a file called Sci-Fi Ideas. Anything I sketch at work or anywhere else, I come up with a quick idea of this, great ship or whatever. I'll sketch it out, throw it in the file, and just let it marinate for, whenever. And I pulled this out after literally almost 10 years and just said, I'm going to build a Battlestar. Because my first Battlestar I sold to Kurt Kuhn on Miniatures and Magic website. And this one I just worked up and refined, enlarged, worked up and refined until I came to the Hera class. So
it's amazing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You flatter me. Tell me. Stop. Stop.
I'll stop stroking your ego. Stroke something else.
My offer to edit episodes still there. Thank you, Jason. How long did it take to build the model? Just told you. Ship with a big. Oh yeah.
Could your ship hold its own in battle with Penumbra and Prey? Oh well, yes.
Yes.
With no cloak.
Yes. Yes.
Two Vipers could take out the Prey.
Gotcha, one, two, pop, pop, pop. Dead. Done. It
was a good day to die, apparently.
Yeah. Today is a good day to die. I'm not a married man. Contact.
Yeah, he's already contacted us. Don't worry, we got it. Thank you.
Who's Fleet Paul Swiftback? Who's that?
That's one of our moderators.
Oh, nice. Nice to meet you.
Yes.
Cool name. Hey, Cap, you need to give Cliff a kind of cheat sheet. Haha. Okay. Does Odysseus have a super mega ultimate weapon? It's commanding officer. Don't underestimate Admiral Macklin. He's a badass. Yeah. Yeah. Except for Admiral Drexler. Yeah, no one beats Admiral Drex. I mean, he's the Drex,
That was Sternbach.
Yeah, they call him Dougie Fresh. He's Sternbach?
Yeah.
Stern who?
Admiral Eves.
No, yes, definitely Sternbach. Yes, Admiral Eves. Definitely Admiral Eves. Admiral Chew. Yes. Admiral Probert. Commander Probert. How many we got watching this?
31 right now.
Thank all 31 of you. You're awesome.
Yeah. We'll have to advertise next one so we get more people.
Yeah, that would be great. Let's advertise it. We'll put it up, in the morning and then...
Well, yeah, I gotta make a thumbnail for it, so probably in the afternoon, and then let it sit for a few hours, people get notifications, and then we'll go live.
Yeah, that'd be great. Sure.
How many nukes does she carry?
Oh, God, I gotta count them.
453.
So there's 8 on each battery. So what's 8 times 4? 28, 32 plus extra in stores and ship-to-ship missiles, which are done in a double pattern. So the doors open like that and 2 missiles can fly out, which actually have multiple MIRVs. So multiple warheads. So, 8 times 4 and each missile carries 14 MIRVs at least, 28 MIRVs. So, the numbers are pretty much, up there. Nothing's going to really survive. She could wipe out an entire planet by herself, very easily.
Is there an Eagle Moss size of this battle star?
Actually, no. That'd be neat if Eagle Moss did something like this. I'd be pretty chuffed if they did that. Yeah. Any stealth technology on the ship? I don't know. I mean, I guess
a cloaking device.
Not really a cloaking device. There's no reason to go hiding. I mean, the Cylons run from this kind of thing. So, you know, a couple of Hera-class battle stars show up, your day is done. You know, especially one. There's no real reason to get a cloaking device going. Well, that's something to think about. You know, I could probably work something up for that. You know.
Camel cloak.
How long does it take one of the battle stars to build? Years. Yarns. Yeah, when they build the space frame, once it's habitable by the crew, they build the ship around them. And most commanding officers will serve their entire career on one battle star. It's like their home. And these guys live on board it. And yeah, multiple yarns to build one of these things. Yeah, so it's a pretty impressive feat.
Jeff asks, what is the structure under the top engines in the rear?
Under the top engines in the rear. I'm not sure what you're talking about, whether it is in this area or is it down below here.
I think he means those side things at the bottom. Those large modules.
These here?
Yes.
Like on the bottom here? Those are secondary propulsion engines. They can be jettisoned if need be and detonated.
Ooh.
Yeah, with huge kiloton mass, if need be, and she'll lose no propulsion because she still has so many engines all over the place. But yeah, those are secondary engines with third engines underneath them as well.
Damn.
Yeah, she's pretty heavy.
She's a sci-fi version of Red October, and I love it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. One of my favorite movies, by the way. Yes. New Para. Yep. What is this, Doctor?
I don't know why we're
Great question, guys. Great questions. Thanks, all of you.
Yeah.
Is Cliff commanding a Viper? If Foley is good, what role would Samuel have on the ship? Maintenance. No, I don't know. I'm just kidding.
Janitor.
Commanding officer of toilets. I don't know how many kidneys would I have to sell to be able to get this model? Oh, it's up there. Let me put it this way. Kurt Kuhn would go, wait, what?
We're starting at $10,000.
Yeah, minimum. You know. How does your battle star hold up to Corbomite?
Corbomite.
Corbomite. What is Corbomite?
Corbomite.
Is it the Corbomite maneuver?
Yes.
Uh,
Good. Well.
20 cases of Tranya.
Good answer.
With 6 Clint Howards thrown in.
How much did it cost you to build this model?
Oh, about $200, $250 total.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, with all the plastic, sheet plastic, resin, and the LEDs, pretty much, and the wood. It's got a frame of wood. So.
Then you got to count time in there, the time to build it.
Yeah, there's no way to put a cost on that. I mean, Steve Neal is really accurate in his ballpark. I don't know if you know Steve Neal, but yeah, he is incredibly skilled, and he equates his time in serious money. But being a model builder myself, I can back it up. This is not easy to do. You know, and it's fun to do. I love to do it, you know, when I'm gluing plank on frame and detailing, but, you know, you really can't put an hourly price. You just put an in price, and, you know, if someone pays it, you know, pay it. If not, I respect that. Has any pieces of the model broken off? No, thank goodness. I've been very careful with it. You know, it's
until now.
One piece. Until now. It must be very difficult to do. Would you believe I stand it up in my van and drive with it? I put a suitcase against the back of it and it never falls over. I drove all the way from Colorado to Kentucky like that, and it stayed perfect. You know, so it was great. A kidney for $50K? $50 or $50K?
50,000.
50,000. You want to sell me your kidney for 50,000? The playback, he's like,
well, the stream's delayed, yeah.
Okay.
Much like our intelligence.
Oh, great questions, guys and girls. Great questions.
Yeah, it's always fun hanging out with these guys.
Love them. How long have we been on?
Hour and 19 minutes.
Wow. We're breaking the record.
No, we're not.
Oh, we're not? What's the record? Is it you and Sylvia?
No, it's Samuel and myself for like over 3 hours.
Wow. How many people did you have?
on that one because it was the season finale of Discovery. It was like I think it hit over 400.
Wow. Incredible.
A record for people though was over 700.
Wow, I'd love to have that. Oh.
Yeah, but nobody likes you.
We poor Eastern Europeans must be creative. Okay. If your model was the Red October and the 70s version was the Russian sub from either Hostile Wars or Phantom, which would win? I don't know what Hostile Waters?
Yes, Waters.
I don't know what that is. Or Phantom. What's Phantom? Is that like the Phantom of the Opera? Softly, surely, sweet
Night on
anticipation.
Night unfurls its splendor.
Was that the Gerard Butler version, or is that the...
That's the real version.
Oh, the real
That's
version.
the Michael Crawford version.
Birdman. Look it up. Michael Crawford. Birdman. No, Condor Man. Condor Man. Have you seen it?
Oh no, actually, my brothers had the photo novel.
I am Condor Man.
Yes.
2 years later. Sweet anticipation. Masturbation.
Hey Cliff, is this the largest battle story in the fleet, or do you think they get bigger?
No, this is it for now.
You know, they have to have a battle star that's like a dreadnought, like a Federation class dreadnought with like a third pod on the top.
Ooh, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
I've come up with some other designs I won't tell you about. They're pretty sweet. But yes, a third pod would be pretty slick. Or 4 pods. Like a quad. Battlestar could rotate in any position and they could still land Vipers accurately.
That looks ugly.
Yeah, but it's effective.
But the third pod, that was good.
They call it the big dick. Sidelines are going, lube, 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 please God.
Both of those are Russian submarine movies.
Oh, okay. Oh, I apologize there, Brian. Jason. Sorry, I didn't know that.
Eagle Moss lists the original VSG at 1,270 meters.
So that'd be about right here.
Or 1,270 meters.
Ish. I never really measured it out. You know, because most of those measurements are, fan created. I'm a fan, so we create our own.
Mm-hmm.
Dirty glass, sir?
This is probably one of the funniest lives I've been to. Well, you missed out then.
Yeah, you missed
some
out.
funnier ones.
Yeah, cheese?
I'm good, thanks.
Cheese, anybody?
Easy cheese.
Easy cheese. You gotta be easy with the cheesy.
Yeah. No more comments.
No more comments. All right. It's been fun, guys. You've been awesome, all of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate the interest.
Oh yeah, we should really wrap it up. But stay tuned. Tomorrow we'll be doing another one with his Millennium Kestrel.
The Millennium Kestrel.
And we'll be intoxicated, so it'll still be funny.
That ain't wrong.
Hopefully I can wake up in the morning and
Yeah.
make it to my panel. If not, if you go to the panel or the thing and I'm not there.
We ain't drinking any of this shit. God, it stinks. We're not drinking that. Cheetah, chilada, cheetah, vagina, whatever. Whoa. God, that shit was wicked.
Hey Cliff, you could change anything on the model, what would it be? Different lighting, etc.
Yeah, I would have added more lighting. I ran out of time. And I would have opened up the side flight bays. I've actually opened them up and lit them. Like
little Vipers in there.
Yeah, little Vipers, like colonial transport ships and stuff.
Now, I got a question though. Those are such big doors.
Yeah.
Judging by the size, I think those are multi-deck.
Oh yeah, yeah. Or they can be accommodated in any way. The decks are movable in there. They can accommodate them any. But the larger bays 5 and 6 are for the big diplomatic ships, like the presidential ships. Like Colonial 1 and Colonial 2, big massive ships, and bays 1, 2, 3, and 4 for the smaller ships, and can land Vipers too.
Cool.
Good question.
Yeah.
Have a good night. This was fun. Thank you, Zach.
Have a good night. Thanks for sharing the fun.
Thank you, Jeff.
And thank you for being kind enough to join us, Trekyardians.
Thank you, Fleet Paul.
He's a Trekyardian himself, so.
Give me Paul.
Great live stream. Thanks for the laughs. Yes, no problem.
Thank you, Mikey.
Anyway, guys, we're going to call it quits for tonight. Hopefully tomorrow we won't have any streaming issues like we did early on in this.
We will be cool.
I think we figured it out.
I think we got it. We may have an audience tomorrow night. We'll see.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll try to do notification earlier so
My head's getting cut off there. There we go.
Yeah. So I'll try to like post it earlier so you guys can get notifications. If you didn't this time, I apologize. YouTube really sucks, but we'll try to do it and have it ready to go. So
See you, Brian. Good one.
all right, bye guys.
Adios.
Love you.